What's up, guys? It's your boy Jamaica here, coming at you with another deck tech. This is my mono blue wizards deck. Before Dominaria released, I was actually thinking of playing a wizards deck with Sage of Fables here, which gives other wizards +1/+1 counters when they enter the battlefield. Also, is a Merfolk wizard, and ironically enough, I don't know, it's not ironic, but incidentally, Silvergold Adept is also a Merfolk wizard. So I was looking into like Merfolk wizards in general. And then when Dominaria hit, the ban was gonna be legal. It's like, ooh, so what kind of wizards do I have that enter battlefield that's like Silvergill Adept? So it started like this weird spiral of like, I need merfolks, I need wizards, but I need stuff that enters the battlefield stuff. So here's kind of where I'm at with the deck. It's a lot of fun. It's kind of this like aggro tempo deck that can kind of get out of hand, especially with the ban out. So going over the mana base here, all islands and Zaflin Void, a Zalfirin Void. I figured like the cost's like really low to have a Scry land, and it comes to play untapped, so I only need like 1 or 2 blue to really get going, and these lands seem kind of free in a monocolored deck. At least in like this kind of deck, where I don't like need that early blue. But if I do get screwed over by it, shame on me. At least it scries and like looks at stuff. The ban, like I said, kind of just doubles the enter the battlefield interactions, and there's a lot of them in this deck, so it feels pretty great. It sucks that there's legendary, but I have to play 4 of them because the effect is just so good. Not like super necessary, but in the later games, like when you're just drawing 2 off a Silvergill, it's like pretty amazing. So it's a 2/1, which is a pretty great addition here because the deck is like fairly aggressive. 4 negates. There's like my main deck counter spell. All I care about in an aggro deck is protecting my creatures for the most part. So negates can counter pretty much burn spells, wrath effects, things like that. Saber Apprentice doesn't really have any enter the battlefield effects, but it's like a pretty aggressive merfolk wizard. One, it's a merfolk, so it's good. It triggers a Silvergill. 2, it's a wizard, so it triggers all the other wizard stuff. But it has flying if you have another merfolk, which you have with like at least 19 of them in the main deck. So I think that's about like the bare minimum. I think like 20. I think I have 20, but I was trying to like fit some other cards in, so there's that. Like I said, Silvergill Adept, probably the best merfolk wizard we have here. Draws a card, but you have to have a merfolk in your hand, or you pay 5. So, but you know, usually I will have that merfolk because things like Sage of Fables is a merfolk, which is kind of one of our main lords here. Displace is pretty interesting with some other cards. When you have like enter the battlefield effects, Displace is kind of nutty. Also, if you have a Sage of Fables out and you already have like some of the 2-drops, you can just displace them and then you get the counters on those, so that's pretty cool. Water Reaper Traverse, kind of like a nice tempo card, just tap down the creature for a turn. Like the Frostlinks in a merfolk form. Aether Adept, not a merfolk, but is a wizard and does like bounce creatures back to your hands. One of the few like between Water Reaver Trapper or Water Trap Reaver. I say that wrong all the time. Water Trap Reaver and Aether Adept. Those kind of your removal spells, quote unquote. Hall of Triumph, just another anthem effect that's kind of neat in this deck. There's also like Sunken City, but I don't really like that as much. Aven Fogbringer is kind of a crazy card here. It's not a merfolk, but it is a bird wizard. It bounces a land to the owner's hand. So if you have a ban out, this bounces 2 lands, and that's pretty nutty. Especially with Displace, you can just kind of do it all over again. You can just like bounce all your opponent's lands, and that's just such a huge tempo swing, you know. And then you're like bouncing their creatures, tapping down their creatures, things like that. So this guy can kind of get out of hand within a ban out. Otherwise, it's like a 2/1 for 4, or like a 3/2 if you have a Sage out. So it's not like super terrible. It's just another tempo hit. Paragon of Gathering Mist. I want yet another like anthem effect, but this was like good enough, I would say. It also is a wizard, so that's helpful. But I think it's probably the weakest card in my deck. Though I did want another anthem effect that wasn't legendary with Hall of Triumph, because having 2 of those is really awkward. Seafloor Oracle, again another awkward card, but is a merfolk, is a wizard, and it helps your merfolk draw extra cards, which that's all I really want, is drawing extra cards at the end. So it triggers most of the cards in my deck. And Tempest Caller is kind of like my Overrun style effect. It just taps all the creatures my opponent controls. If you have Displace, it's really cool. You can kind of like fog your opponent for a turn. Within the ban, it's not the best in the ban trigger, but you know, it's good enough. You know, you just want to use one of the effects, so it's good without the ban, which is pretty great. Sideboards, a lot of counter spells, honestly. A lot of flash freezes for red decks, green decks. Those are really popular. Those are the most popular decks right now. It's really awkward. gain save for the blue decks, along with the Summary Dismissal, which also counters Slaughter Games or like the Decree of Justice cycling trigger, like that. An extra Aether Depth for some extra creature removal. An extra sort of like Anthem effect, I guess, for other control decks. Display some waves for the token decks, and Sentinel Tomes for my graveyard decks. Okay, so I'm gonna run into a league today. Let's see what happens. You know, it's my nice little twist on Merfolk and new take on Wizards, I guess. It'll be fun. Alright, we got a match with our Penny Dreadful mono blue Wizards tech. I roll 1. Mulligan. Activate. Yeah, we gotta go to 5 here. Starting off with just a colorless land doesn't seem pretty great. And you always want at least like 2 lands to start. Good enough. I can start scrying with this. So I get like a double scry, which seems pretty sweet. I want also mulligan to 5. So I kinda want action. I'm gonna bottom that. So this is pretty cool. So I get a double scry. It just seems kinda nice. Okay, sure. I keep it on top. What do you want? When you have my mulligan to 4. Gee. When you have like a mulligans like this, you just kind of want aggressiveness. Which lands? I just want to get like an aggressive stance. Take a mulligan. Shaper Apprentice and Shaper Apprentice gets them both flying. But if my opponent's playing like a Jund style deck, I think it's like a good matchup for them. Mostly, Jund is just trying to kill everything their opponent has. Well, they have a ramp spell. It's nice. I'm just gonna drop another Apprentice. Hopefully, it doesn't have like a Radiant Flame, something like that. And the next turn, I can drop the Hall. Just try to kill my opponent before they set up anything. Ooh, no 4th land. Maybe they have like, maybe they're holding a Putrefy, I would say. That's a pretty reasonable call. The Holotribe on the Putrefy to Holotribe is kind of okay. Okay, burst letting that's fine. Moment of craving this? Error that, okay. This is gonna be who draws more creatures, I think, at this point. Who draws like the first thread and lets it stick? I'm gonna keep this Tempest Caller in my hand as long as possible, especially if I draw something like Silvergill Adept. The Thread Axe, okay. Like I said, just playing the Caller now doesn't really work out that well. They have the four mana. And they have a demon. Alright, they're gonna beat me on a Mold 4. It looks like they're gonna beat me on a Mold 4 here. I'd love to draw like just something to stall the game for a second. Not more lands. I have like one more hit to take. Because I'm still not gonna play this. I don't think it's right. I don't think it's just right to play this just to sacrifice it to a demon or something like that. Or to block the Thread Axe. I mean, it's not terrible to block the Thread Axe. It would be a 3/4 under the caller. Under the Hall, rather, but I can't protect it at all. So I can't take the 9 here. I guess I'm just trying to chump here. Well, it probably has this here, I would say. Any removal spell kills me. understand the demon. Wow, my opponent drew pretty well on roll to 4. Alright. What's gonna win that one? Wow. Alright, roll to 4. That's happened to me. I've done that to other people, and now it's been done to me. So, okay. I kind of like the tempo stuff. I like Flash Freeze. Flash Freeze was really good in this matchup. Probably just better than Negate in general. Doesn't really beat, doesn't beat the demons, but I have the Aether Depth for that. I'm gonna cut one of the lords, actually. They're kind of bad when, they kill all my creatures. So I think it's pretty much it. The gates could be okay for like other removal souls. I think like they're all like some of them are black, but they just got like one of these flash freezes, one of these displaces. I'll keep a couple of gates, but I like flash freeze a lot because of things like Broodmate Dragons, Spiritmonger, even the Threat Axe, stuff like that. Putrefy, they're all green, so the flash freeze should be in there. The demon though, the demon I think is the burst problem. But I have like a bunch of like Aether Adepts, Water Reaver Traverse, things like. I was gonna say let's not mulligan, but I guess here I am again mulliganing. This hand's fine. I can keep this. My opponent's also on the mulligan train. I'm gonna keep this one. I feel good about this one. Ooh, top, sure. I have a Merfolk in my hand, so it's perfect. It kind of like gets rid of my. Doesn't really get rid of my mulligan. It helps. Fogbringer. Fogbringer could be good on the curve here if I draw my 4th land. Especially when they play all tap lands, things like that. I'm probably just looking to ramp this baby. Okay. Kind of scary to put the Sage of Fables here, but just into like sort of like board wipe. But I kind of want to. I think I kind of need to put this down. If I get 2 for 1, I guess like just so be it. That's a bad part about Sage of Fables is that it doesn't. It's not an immediate anthem effect. It's like an eventual anthem effect. So if my opponent plays something like Demon, I can just bounce it and get the tempo swing. Oh, FTK, it's not as good. I'm not saying not as good, but it's good. It looks good there. I could trapper this or trap this. I definitely don't want to bounce it. Let's just go for the tempo and just try to chip through damage. Fearmonger would be very annoying. Big. Okay. Well, it's not that bad. I can just like they kind of get time walk with the Aether Adept. But if I draw a land, it'd be very good. In a ban? Ooh. On one hand, I want to like bounce this and attack. The other hand, I want to play the band, hold up flash freeze, let him attack, and then I can just like either adept the crap out of my opponent. Yeah, I'll drop the band and just wait a turn. I'll take the 6 from the Spearmonger, or even 10. At least protecting the band from some removal spells, not all of them, just some of them. Like if he drops like a Radiant Flames would be the best like card you play to counter that. Like I'll take this. Fine, I'll just take that. Blocking seems a little. Blocking feels good there. I don't know. Maybe we should have blocked there. That's a reasonable block. That's a good trade up. Okay, I'm gonna try and protect my creature here. Okay, it's acceptable. I don't have another Merfolk in my hand. So I can do a lot of things. I can just Fogbringer 2 lands, or attack for 6, or I can just like double bounce. But the bouncing this thing seems really bad. I think I'm just gonna fog 2 lands and use the Fogbringer to like block block the Spiritmonger or something. I'm just gonna get really aggressive here because next turn I can just like bounce everything and attack. I do have to block something. If he draws a removal spell, I actually die here. I didn't think about it. I didn't even just like I just died to a removal spell. Oh my god, what am I doing? What am I doing? I just like completely forgot about that. I was like, wait, I just died to a removal spell here, don't I? Okay. Alright.